Hey, what's going on, guys? Caucasian Mark here, whitest dude on the internet. Today we are going to show you some how-tos, some little kind of heads up on what you're going to be able to do with good old CSS here. So, as we know, we have butt down here, good old butt. And so let's come into here and let's see, what do we want to do here? Let's type something like, I lost my jar of pig's feet. Right? And say right below that we have an H1. Now I'm using some shortcuts. I'm using the Atom development tool here. You could use whatever you want to mark up your page. I have some shorthand stuff here, so when I go and type out the shorthand, I'll try and slow down a little bit just because I want less typing and less noise going on and more explanation. So I have the H1 tags up above. Read below. What happens when you forget something important? Try to make it some clickbait or whatever. Give it a interesting header there. So we can go ahead and save this. Come down here, refresh it. Holy Jesus. Actually, I think it's still saving that from before, so let's refresh this. Alright. So CSS works like this. So if I wanted to do something with my H1 tag, I could do background. And the cool thing is, I'm not going to want to memorize all this shit, right? There's a lot of things here I could go through over and over and over again. And you kind of, it's not as necessary as much as memorizing, as much as is remembering what you need to focus on and target, right? Like mathematicians, good ones have a lot of equations and proofs and everything else memorized, but really you just want to know what tool you need, where to look it up, and how to use it, right? I mean, just like any good engineer or whatever. So say I want to make this background color, let's see, let's make it a red color. Save that, come in here, refresh it, now it's red. Cool stuff. As we can see here, the index file, it starts the process of, hey, look at this file here. Then it looks inside here and it says for anything that's an H1 tag, and that does mean anything. Later you could differentiate using certain markings, what H1 tag you want to use, this and that and the other thing. But this says anything, and I mean any damn thing that is an H1 tag or looks like it is going to have a red background color. Cool stuff. Now what if I want to come down here to my P tag? Well, it is the exact same thing. We could come down into here, and we could do something like we could have the background be let's see, yellow, because yellow is disgusting. So it's yellow, and say we want to do something else to it, like give it a, let's see. I have a feeling that, there we go, background size. Actually, no, I didn't want to do that. This is what I was thinking of. So we want to do the font size and do 40 pixels. And make it even bigger. Awesome stuff. Now, what's interesting is you see here up above that the awesome H1 tag is doing its thing, as we've already talked about, or I've talked to you about, lectured. We can see the P tag here. Not only can we change the background here to yellow, which is a sexy color, by the way. We can also change the size of the font as well and make it larger. Now, could we come up here to the H1? Because look how dominant this is. I mean, this is just the characteristics of an H1 tag. If we were to come up in here and say give it 10 pixels, you can make it really tiny. Awesome. But we don't have to do that. We could just come down in here and keep it the way it was before. But what I'm trying to show and I guess present is CSS could take things that seemingly have a set property, like it's just big and bold, and you can alter it, which is really cool. And this is also important because say you have H1 tags like this, when Google, Yahoo, well really it's just Google, I mean who really uses like Bing or Yahoo search engine, but if you do, cool, whatever, I'm not going to try to knock you too much. H1 tags are important. It's screaming out, hey, this is the focal point of my page. But do you want everything being this damn big? I don't think so. So a nice way of trying to fit important markers on your page that have more points in the search algorithm's eyes, or multiple eyes, or even it has eyes, is to shrink and alter H1 tags, or very important tags, so they look more proper on your page, but they are read as H1 tags strictly. So as we could look back here, this is without the red background how an H1 tag would look. I mean, no one could argue that. I just typed it over here and plopped it down here, and I gave it a red background. Awesome. But maybe I want to make it smaller so it fits better on my page, but all the search algorithm will see is this, the bare bones of it. It won't really care about the CSS that's altering the human perception of it, which is a cool thing, because that way we could possibly get higher up on the search algorithm and also have a very sexy website as well. Now, this is just a intro part 2 video, I guess I want to show you on how some of this stuff works, how to target some tags, but this is essentially the same logic we will be using over and over and over again until you fall in love with this language and want to marry it. Anyways, Caucasian Mark, like, share, subscribe, contribute, whatever else you want to do, comment, thumbs up, walk outside your front door and scream my name. You might not want to do that in certain neighborhoods. Take care and have a good one.